Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable parents and my beloved students, welcome to our school SMP ITLHI. First of all, we thank you for your attendance. Next, let us always send our gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, so we are all able to gather in this class in the special events of LHI Student Let's Conference 2024. Blessing and prayer are upon to our last prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Hopefully we all can get his blessing in the afterlife. Amin. Ladies and gentlemen, before we enjoy our children presentation, let's open to the event by saying Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Parents, today's agenda is presented to you to show their hard work for their PBL session, and please be informed that I will send to you the link to choose the best infographic. Without further ado, let's listen to the presentation. The first presenter is Hika. Hika, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and hello everyone. My name is Alshira Himameka Fatah. I'm from group 12 SMP. I'm from class 7C SMP ITLHI, and today I'm gonna present my infographics entitled Damage to Class Facilities: The Caring Behavior of Class 7A and 7C Students at SMP ITLHI regarding damage to classroom facilities. Now I'm gonna only read the C, E, and D part, which is the results and discussion, the solutions, and the conclusions. The results and discussion number 5 until number 8. Okay, without further ado, results and discussion. Question number 5. Have you ever played football in class? Did you know that 92% of SMP ITLHI students 7A and 7C said yes, while the rest of 8% said no? Question number 6. Have you ever run around in class? 78% said yes, while the rest of 22% said no. Question number 7. Have you ever scribbled on class facilities? 46% said yes, the rest of 54% said no. The last question, question number 8. Have you ever forgotten to turn off the air conditioners while in duty? 90% said yes, while the rest of 81% said no. So that's the results and discussion number C. You can see the data chart here, question 1, question 2 until 8. Now I'm moving into the next part, the solution. So the first solution is making rules about the punishment, or for making rules about the punishment of distraction class facilities or distracting class facilities. And the second solution is creating main solution, such as making a special type of charity box, namely the kotak kezaliman. And the second solution is making posters about the rules if possible. And the last part, the conclusion. Now the conclusion is many students of SMP ITLHI 7A and 7C students are suffering from the damage of classroom facilities. That was all for the infographics. Now I'm moving in to the next one. The student workbook, Year 7 SMP ITLHI. Mental health. So this workbook basically teaches me about mental health, help me creating solutions for here, as you can see, number 1 until number 8, and then I placed it to the infographics, and then also I placed this to the infographics. So basically the workbook is mainly to help me create my infographic. Oh yes, and the last one, hold on. The prototype. So, as I say earlier, my prototype is creating a special type of charity box, namely kotak kedaliman. So here it is, the info for the kotak kedaliman. Maybe it's hard to see from the distance, but I'll explain it how it works. So basically, kotak kedaliman punishes students if they destruct classroom facilities. For example, let's imagine there is a like glass, and then you knocked it off, it broke. So for example, the glass cost around 50,000 rupiah. And then you'll have to replace the glass 50,000 rupiah and pay the kotak kedaliman 2,000 rupiah for the first warning. The second warning, if you have another glass, you break in again, and you have to replace the glass 50,000 rupiah and also pay the kotak kedaliman second warning 10,000 rupiah. You break the glass again, it broke again, you'll have to pay the kotak kedaliman 20,000 rupiah. That's the second and last warning. I guess that's all from me. The infographics, the workbook, and my lovely prototype of kotak kedaliman. I thank you for your attention. I apologize for mistakes and mispronunciations. That was all from me, Alsyirah Hima Mekafatah, Group 12. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To the next presenter is Vito. To Vito, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. With my full respectful to my beloved parents, my beloved teacher and friends, my name is Vito. Today I will presentate about students' behavior in class 7A and 7C at SMIT LHI towards variation regarding dining room morning snack. So first, let's talk about background. Snack is defined as a small amount of food eaten between meals. We think that food portion should ideally consist of 3 large meals and 2 portions of snack. Now, let's talk about objectives. First, to know about class 7A and 7C students' behavior towards variation in the dining room morning snack. Second is to provide recommendation on 7A and 7C students' behavior towards variation in the dining room morning snack. Our method is design thinking. Now I'm gonna talk about the result and discussion, but I'm gonna talk the data from number 1 and number 2. So based on question number 1, 76% have given recommendations for morning snack due to boredom, while 24% do not do to being grateful. Based on question number 2, 76% always eat snacks while hungry or find them delicious, while 24% do not do to lack appetite or preference. Now let's talk about conclusion. According to students, the dining room's morning snack is less interesting or less varied. Students also have snack recommendations for the dining room, and the solution is to ask students for the snack recommendations. Prototype of the solution. So first is to talk to the student council about the new menu. Second is to talk to the head of the canteen about the snack recommendations. Now I'm gonna show my workbook, but my workbook at my home, so I'm wearing Hika's workbook. So workbook can make us know what is design thinking. Actually, I want to show the students' behavior about the snacks, but it's only at my workbook, so I'm gonna talk with my memory. So first is to change snacks menu. Second is to take their snacks while still warm. Third is to clean the snack container more cleanly. Fourth is to don't take friends' snack without permission. Fifth is to follow the obligation about the bringing the container snack to the dining room. Number six is to don't throw away your snacks. If you don't like the snack, you can give it to your friend. And number seven is bring the recommendation to the head of the canteen about the new menu if you don't really like the snack. So maybe that's from me. I'm sorry if I have mistaken words. And thank you for listening me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So the next presenter is Akram. To Akram, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. Let me introduce myself. My name is Akram and I'm from group 15. Today I'm going to talk about students' behavior of class 7A and 7C SMPTLHI towards peer exclusion. Some of 7A and 7C indicates behavior of ostracizing friends. This behavior is crucial for devising effective interventions. Our objective are to find out the percentage of 7A and 7C who still ostracize their friends and to find out solutions so that friends at school are no longer ostracized. Our method is design thinking. Now, I'm going to talk about the result and discussion. Based on question number 1, as many as 48% of 7A and 7C students bully citing reasons like teasing or joking. Based on question number 2, as many as 8% of 7A and 7C students avoid chatting with friends due to fear. Based on question number 3, as many as 100% of 7A and 7C feel cared for by friends. Now, I'm going to talk about the conclusion. So the conclusion is, we conclude at SMPTLHI, there was ostracism among friends, leading to the exclusion of multiple students. It is indeed a bad behavior. It can be considered a form of bullying. My prototype of solutions is providing stickers about encouraging each other not to abandon their friends and not to bully each other. This is the example of the sticker. Now I'm going to talk about my workbook. This is my workbook. This workbook helped me to make my stickers and my infographic. This sticker's word is stop bullying, be a friend and not a bullier. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention and thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The next presenter will be Hide. To Hide, the floor is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, today I will present to you about 3 things. That is my infographic, my workbook, and the last will be my prototype. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Hidar Garuda Dewandaru and you can call me Hide. First, I will talk about my infographic. My infographic is about unsporting behavior of 7A and 7C students at SMPTLHI in playing football. Football in LHI. At SMPTLHI, football is the most played sport by the male students. We usually play during break time. Football is a really fun game, but sometimes we play it a little too rough, therefore try to find out why this happened and giving out solutions on how to prevent this type of behavior. Our objectives are knowing 7A and 7C students at SMPTLHI in playing football and giving out recommendations on how to prevent playing rough in playing football. The next part is result and discussion. As you can see, we made 8 questions about the unsporting behavior in playing football, and we asked the 7A and 7C students at SMPTLHI on their opinion, and this was the result. Our conclusions are rough play still done, although often told by the teacher, while only few students does it. Almost all the student knows that playing rough can make the enemy injured and will not solve the problem, but they still do it because it is fun for some of them. Our solutions to these problems are making our regulatory board consist of regulations on how to prevent playing rough in playing football, and making a poster on how to prevent playing rough in playing football. That's it for the infographic. The second will be my workbook. In this workbook, I will tell you about data processing. After we asked the students about their opinion on unsporting behavior in playing football, we collected all of the data and we made it into a table. The table consists of the questions, the total of yes and no's, the percentage of yes and no's, and the reason why they said yes or no. From this, I learned about data processing, and I felt happy because I got to work with my friend. And the benefits that I got is I got to learn new things. And that's it for the workbook. And lastly will be my prototype. My prototype was a regulatory board, consists of 6 regulations, as you can see. First is avoid playing rough, because do not make hard contact against the opposite team. Second is avoid making conflicts with the opponent team. The third is do not escalate the conflicts in the field. The fourth is prioritize sportsmanship. Fifth is forgive others. And the last is do not mock the opponent team. That's it from my prototype. Thank you all for listening, and sorry if there's any mistaken words. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So actually so amazing, right? And actually I'm feeling so intimidated with their speaking like that, because I'm not speaking English like them. I'm so proud of you. Make me speechless. Okay, well parents, this is the end of our presentation. And don't forget to fill out the best infographic in this group. And then actually you are free to go home, and then don't forget to enjoy our market day before you go home. So it's time to say goodbye to you, and then actually you did great job, student, and all parents. I'm so proud of you too, because your attention make them so energized like that. Let us end our meeting by saying hamdalah and kafaratul majlis together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nggih, monggo nderekke gitu. Silakan teman-teman bisa menikmati. Oh, boleh. Oh.